A couple months ago, my friend texted me. She said, "Alyshba, I have to tell you something, but you absolutely cannot tell anyone else. And let me just tell you, I have never picked up my phone so fast." I don't know what it is about sharing secrets, whether it be giving or receiving them, that makes them so interesting. But what I can tell you is that forms of private communication aren't new to us at all. In fact, if we go back to the very beginning of civilization, secure communication was used pretty often in the ancient world. A very popular example of this is with ancient Egyptians, who used a form of written language that today we call hieroglyphs. And this form of language wasn't just for any civilian, no. It was exclusive to things like ancient temples and tombs, and it was also used by priests or higher officials to record important information like the dates of wars and such. Today, we see this form of secure communication continued through the form of blockchain. Blockchain is a decentralized network, which is essentially a very, very secure technology that's almost impossible to hack into. Data within a blockchain cannot be deleted, and all users of blockchain technologies maintain full anonymity. While you may not be familiar with blockchain itself, it's without a doubt that you've come across it somehow. That's because blockchain technologies are the driving force behind things like NFTs, metaverses like Fortnite, and cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Bitcoin. While blockchain is relatively new to the computing world, and it most definitely has its flaws, blockchain is part of a global phenomenon in a new phase of the World Wide Web, which many people in the financial tech sector refer to as Web3. New technology provides us with new opportunities, particularly when it comes to representation. In this talk, I'm going to explain how blockchain technologies as a whole can lead to a shift in not only the way that we use technology, but also within the people behind that technology. Whether it be in the social groups that have access to that technology, or in the tech industry itself, blockchain is a transformative technology that can play a massive role in ensuring that necessary societal changes are made. So how can blockchain, a technology that's newer than the very first iPhone, be the solution to an issue that's existed since the very beginning of civilization? Well, in order to understand the impact that blockchain technology can have, we must first understand the context of the deep-rooted issues within the tech industry, both on the consumer end and within the industry itself. Let's begin by looking at the demographics of technology workers. Now, while there was a point many decades ago in which women had established roles within the world of tech, after a while these numbers began to plummet. Based on a study conducted by the American Association of University Women, in 1990, about 35% of the computing industry was made up of women. But just about 2 decades later, this percentage dropped to 26%. Meanwhile, white Americans hold around 83% of executive positions in the computing businesses. So there's evidently a lack of representation within the tech industry. And this pattern of exclusion continues right down to the consumers of technology. From large billion-dollar companies down to individual hackers, data breaches are extremely common on a global basis. And a lot of time, the more digital we are, the more susceptible we are to having our data leaked. And unfortunately, this data is often used to target minority groups or vulnerable people. As revealed in a study done by Cambridge University, facial recognition technology, as well as other detection softwares, have often been utilized for border control and to prevent refugees or migrants from entering certain countries. Even popular social media applications like WhatsApp have been used to target and attack migrants. What all of these factors reveal to us is that beneath the efficiency and convenience of technology lies the prejudiced, biased systems upon which it was founded. But I believe that blockchain can help to facilitate the changes we need to create a more just society. Now, of course, blockchain isn't perfect. One of the largest issues with blockchain is the detrimental environmental impact that it has. This is very much in part due to the amount of energy that it uses, due to the thousands of kilowatts used just in a single transaction on a blockchain network. However, reports have also revealed that the use of sustainable energy sources for blockchain technologies has increased within recent years. This is proven by one of a very popular blockchain technology known as Algorand. They use something called a pure proof of stake, or PPOS, which requires no mining at all, but still stays true to the meaning and the power of blockchain technology. With the right preventative measures, even blockchain's largest issues can be resolved. That being said, let's explore why I have so much faith in blockchain as a method of making the tech industry a more diverse space for everyone. Due to more measures to increase representation within the corporate world, coupled with the fact that blockchain is so new and in need of more leaders, the blockchain industry is an excellent place for people who are interested in the business tech spaces. I was able to speak directly with entrepreneur Britt Morin, the co-founder of Offline Ventures, Brit & Co. and BFF, which is an organization dedicated to bringing underrepresented groups into the crypto economy. She explains that, quote, entrepreneurs and startup founders who have been traditionally denied access to resources will have more funding opportunities to grow and scale their businesses. As I stated before, only about 15% of executives in tech are people of color. However, with the new opportunities that blockchain provides, more people will be able to get involved in the economy and in technological changes. I anticipate that blockchain workspaces will allow people of more diverse backgrounds to take part as both employees and employers in the digital economy. We can already see this happening in parts of the crypto economy. According to research conducted by Ariel Investments and Charles Schwab, a fourth of Black Americans own cryptocurrency, and nearly 40% of Black investors under 40 own cryptocurrency. Since the growth of the crypto market, more and more Black Americans, as well as other underrepresented groups, have taken more active roles in the economy. Part of the growth and potential of blockchain-based software has been possible due to its transparency and, most importantly, its anonymity. As Britt Morin stated, quote, for people who haven't been able to open bank accounts, they may invest in crypto and have full ownership of their digital wallets. That means that people who haven't been able to open bank accounts due to a lack of proper documentation and paperwork will now have the opportunity to take part in the economy as well. In places like Papua New Guinea, for example, where nearly 80% of the population lacks electricity, bank accounts, voting rights, etc., digital wallets and anonymous online presences can allow people in these countries to have access to basic human necessities without being targeted or treated unjustly. Whether it be for refugees who are restricted from safe travel, or women who are not allowed to independently own their own bank accounts, blockchain tech can provide people with unique online identities that enable them to economic and social advantages that may have been withheld from them before. Now, of course, blockchain is not a solution. Systemic discrimination is so deeply rooted in our society that the only way to address the problem is to address the problem, not to avoid it or find temporary solutions. But the reason that I have faith in blockchain is because technology is such an impactful part of all of our lives. Whether we work in the tech industry or whether we're just casual everyday people on social media, each and every single one of us will be impacted by changes in the digital world. As we're entering this new phase of the web, it is crucial that we all use our power as people in the world of tech. It is crucial that underrepresented groups step up and take active roles in making the world of tech a more inclusive place for all of us. So my request to you is to get involved with blockchain. Educate yourself on crypto, on NFTs, on the metaverse. Whether you're an educator, a student, a developer, a doctor, entrepreneur, anyone, there is a place in the world of blockchain in which you can help facilitate changes that permanently change our society.